Excuse me. Forgive me. I'm very emotional right now because it's the middle of the night and um, it's the middle of the night and I've been hospitalized and I'm back home and I'm just not well. I have not been well since the last time I saw Papa. My husband, Roland, my husband, we are known as Mama and Papa around the world. And he's part blind. He has lung conditions. He has a new diagnosis to start with the C. He has all kind of sickness, and he's been through so much trauma in his life, and he's been neglected and abused and used, and he's lived in shelters over 12 years, and not once was he discipled until he got with me in 2017. But many times I have helped save his life. Every doctor he's met compliments me on how well I take care of him, how many times I've saved his life, and people and haters, people with bitter baggage and family members and everything is doing everything possible, religious leaders to stop me. Why? Because there's a deep hatred for Papa because Papa not perfect. Nobody's perfect, but I have scraped and scrambled and treated him like a king. I have given him everything. He even said I've given him his best life, and I made a vow to God, and I love Papa. I love PapaRo, my husband. And people and stupid stuff and people getting involved, people stealing my car, manipulating law enforcement and telling lies and medications not being done right. Everything demonic has been going against me and my husband. Why? Because we've made a difference in the world with people. Because you should see my legs, what my legs look like. How many times I've almost died. Me and Papa both have had surgeries. We've lived in vehicles. We've lived in hospitals. We've been sick. We've been married 4 years, and most of it's been in hospitals. And still, we gave up everything to help the poor. Sometimes at night on foot, we're helping the homeless. And everybody calls us inspiration, but demonic forces in Virginia and New Jersey, it just won't leave us alone. And they're doing everything. And right now, Papa don't know he's being denied to know that I'm fighting to help Papa. I got a global movement going called Help PapaRo. We got family around the world that's contacting people in religious organizations in Virginia that's participating in denying PapaRo from his covenant with me. I got his last name because he's the one that sanctifies and washes me with the word. They're interfering in covenant. And today, an elderly lady here in Texas contacted PapaRo offspring to say that I've been in the hospital and they want to talk to him. And he quickly said, he's busy right now and he's filing for divorce. That's a lie from the pit of hell because PapaRo was communicating with his sister-in-law and she told me the opposite of what he said, that he invites me to call him. But my family has called, religious organizations, police, magistrate, doctor's office can't get through to certain religious organizations because the director has been fighting me since day one when she lays eyes on me long before I saw Papa. Because she know and some of the others know that I can see, but I have never once fought them or did anything. But they know I can see in the spirit what they really do. And even Papa said nobody's ever fought for him but me. And he only claims one offspring, only one sibling, his brother Neil. He only claims Neil from day one. All the other siblings and everybody else in his family has been against me. Some have never met me. They're spreading rumors, got cancer patients stalking me. It is crazy. And they don't have nothing, and not one of them have stepped foot in Virginia to do anything for Papa. Papa, he only cares about his brother Neil and Neil's wife and Neil's kids because he knows they're the only one. He just lost some family members and he cried and he didn't want to go to the funeral. He told me because he's disgusted by some of the religious leaders and people in his own family. And it's amazing how my parents were told by my husband's offspring bad things about the family in New Jersey, but in the name of what? My husband told me not to contact his offspring when he was having heart surgery, but I did it anyway. And they did everything to stop me, block me, and everything. But thank goodness my husband had my name on this file. It's amazing how MCV Hospital contacted me and I ain't lay eyes on them again. And it's amazing. They was let my husband go back to a shelter. My husband has lived in and out of shelters over 12 years since he's been in Virginia. And not once has anybody taken detailed care. He's had diagnoses, took pills he shouldn't. You can ask neurologist in Lynchburg, Virginia, how she said I saved his life from some homeless clinic in Richmond. They kept doping him up, doping him up, and doping him up, and giving him diagnosis. And how my husband is blind. He didn't know he was supposed to be taking eye drops. How I took him to my personal retina. I got files, doctors' testimonies. Mama always take care of Papa. And Papa is in his best health when he with Mama, and Papa eat good. Papa done ate things he's never heard of. Papa done talked to people that he's never heard of countries. Papa has had an exciting life with Mama, but that pressure, that pull from offspring and from other people are just way away from me. They don't even know me. They never even spent the time to get to know me. All because why? From the gate, they've been against it. Why? Because Mama automatically came in and made a difference in Papa's life, and he just won't left to the side because people have decided who Papa is. And yes, the Lord had me to name him PapaRo, and everybody here in Texas know I call him King. Everybody know I call him King. Uber drivers, Lyft drivers know I give him a video phone and I guide him on the phone, and they go wherever he want to go. They talk to him and everything. They applaud me because he pot blind, and I give him the world. You should have seen for his birthday. He ate a $98 breakfast that I only paid $35 for. My friend Aisha ministered to him on his birthday. Papa is confused, and it's some medicine he was taking. The doctor quit, and they have not reviewed it. And he's a trauma victim, and he's had a rough life, and people play games, and he's not gonna sit there and eat chicken hot dogs. He was malnutrition when I met him at that camp, at that religious facility. Half the time he wasn't eating it. He wouldn't believe the atrocities he told me that happened there. And there's so many elderly people saying they don't support that religious organization off of 95 in Ashland no more. Because since the lady died, this family was famous to start it. Since she died, they say it's been a nightmare, and they've seen, witnessed, personally heard conversations from leadership, bullying, everything, and the things they do to my husband's offspring in the name of what he looking for a family. Never once, and I have invited my husband's offspring to my house. I try to fed them, I've taken them out, I've tried to unite them, I try to hook up with my family. My family is disgusted with my husband's offspring. And my mother and father almost snapped the first time they met him, the way they talked to my husband like he's beneath them. And it's embarrassing. Like my husband is afraid. Why? Because he feels bad because they were kidnapped when they were little. And I guess he felt he didn't do everything he could. Yeah, he ended up getting on drugs because he was traumatized. My husband was traumatized to leave Job Corps, came home to a bunch of confusion. That's how this all started. The family don't know the story because my husband said the only one knows the story is my husband, one of his brothers that was a drug addict, and one of his religious leader family member, and they're withholding the truth from the rest of the family about my husband's ex-wife, how it all started and everything. There's some stuff about the grandfather's house. There's lies being told about lawsuits, and my husband's brother Neil and his wife can tell you the truth. And I know it's the truth, and my husband knows the truth, and my husband has verified it. But my husband is a silent person, and he's not gonna speak up. And it's amazing how I'm being persecuted, slayed, threatened. I had to get the police involved to block people from calling my phone. Yes, but I'm sorry right now. I have to take it to law enforcement. Abuse places for the elderly, for the disabled. I'm starting a national campaign called Help PapaRo, because PapaRo doesn't even know I'm trying to get in contact with him last. And now an elderly woman here is scared for my husband. The pharmacists are contacting me. He's not picking up prescriptions. Hospitals are saying he's not coming for treatment. It's amazing the last time he's had certain medicines filled. And I know his dietary restrictions. They don't know. They don't know the name of his doctor. They don't know all his diagnosis. He don't know. I packed him a carry-on bag with all his medicine and his doctor's name. And I said, in case of emergency, always go. I packed him a little fanny pack that has his ID and inhaler. I keep up with everything. His pills organized. He don't know the difference between his pills. I organized him. Same thing was going on when I met him, when he was dying. And doctors keep saying, you keep saving his life, saving his life. His caseworker just told me, Tanya, you do all you can to do everything for Papa, but they fighting. They fight you. Lies been told, and it's amazing. People, offspring, done called New Jersey and told the family I kidnapped, but not once did the police come to my house because they live 20 minutes where they spread rumors, lies in the name of attack, because the offspring told me years ago. It's all because really Papa is a nuisance, and and they don't feel like Papa deserves nothing, and they decide. It's a lot. Papa not to have his own la and have his own wallet. It's amazing. I got stories upon stories. So it's really not an attack against me. It's really there's a deep hatred, and every time Papa's tricked or taken away, even his landlord on 28th Street in Churchill, Virginia, can tell you what she was told on the phone and manipulated, and why my husband had nowhere to go when he had heart surgery and got out of rehab, and how I took care of him and bought him a $1,600 bed so he could be greatly relaxed and comfortable. How I serve him, and I'm disabled. I'm disabled. I'm physically disabled. You should see my legs. You should see the condition. I'm diagnosed with 18 conditions because of some stuff dealing with the Vietnam War, which the Veteran Administration won't test me, and some things a doctor in Amelia County, Virginia, gave me, mixed with that and that, my health insurance. All the doctors are saying all this has caused these diseases, a combination of denial of my rights for what my father went through in Vietnam, and denial of proper care because of something a family member said to a doctor when BCU Health from the day one said nothing's wrong with this girl. But because somebody said, well, she's strange, she's weird, and that person wasn't even around me. That person didn't even have legal custody of me when my dad died. All because somebody said, because it's the spirit of the devil. Because me and Papa are inspirational. We love, we go around the world, we love, everybody love us. People keep saying they were depressed, but they met us, they feel love. Everybody loves Mama and Papa. But those workers of iniquity click say they're Christians. They say, but they don't like me because I bless Papa. And Papa been known for being a prayer warrior. He's known on our Zoom in international meetings as intercessor rolling right. And even apostles keep saying he got a title. And on our website, you can see he's elder elect. My husband can lay hands, prophesy, do all that. But some of the pressures of his past and fear. My husband has no fear because ever since his grandma died, my husband gave up hope. And prophets around the world said my husband's family failed him, just like they failed his brother Neil. But Neil got a wife named Darlene. I'm gonna tell you right there, that is a powerful sister-in-law, and she would not be manipulated and played with. And I thank God, and I'm naming him because my husband's always only really claimed Neil. He's only. He'll say it in front of them, but he's privately, he's only ever claimed Neil. Neil, and that's the only person he'll intentionally call. He denied calling his offspring everybody for over a year. PapaRo turned down phones because he don't want to talk to nobody. And when he get them, he only calls my mama, and he only calls Neil. I'm telling you what I know. And there's a lot of lies being told, but they won't be told. Not one person has put their finger or said nothing to me face to face. It's always on the phone behind my back. And there's some puppet masters who are spiritual leaders in New Jersey that's doing some ungodly things. And my niece, named that style with a D, she lived in New Jersey. She just told it all. And it's amazing how illegal weddings was going to take place in the name of money. And they're playing with some of family member who's a cancer patient who has mental health issues. It's so much fraud going on. And I'm sorry for the sake of Papa. I'm sorry. For the sake of Papa. And me and Papa about to be grandma and grandpa. Because our godson, Adnan, is married and his wife is pregnant in Pakistan. And Adnan's parents built a shower in their house for us to be comfortable, but COVID stopped us on our 30-day trip. We're supposed to be in Liberia. We places people waiting, imams. There are over 50 imams in Pakistan that want to talk to us to explain things like global warming. There's a network of prostitutes that want to talk to us and talk about promiscuity and how to get out of it because they say we can explain the deeper things of the human mind, the human heart. We're educators, we're intercessors, and we live on Social Security and we feed other people. You should see what Papa said on our website, www.beyeholy.com, what he said about when he gave money during the lockdown to Christians who were giving up hope in Pakistan. How many cell phones have we shipped around the world? How many baby supplies, Bibles? I can name countries, Burundi, Togo, Burkina Faso, Bangladesh, Pakistan. We do humanitarian efforts. We budget and use our own money on Social Security, and sometimes we go without for the sake of others. There are times we slept on the ground. We slept on the ground. We slept in shopping carts, and we've been abused by some people. We've been abused by some hospitals. All in the name of we friendly and we bring cheer. It's amazing. Last time we was in the emergency room together, how we was in there calming victims down, and it was beautiful. But a security guard got upset because he heard something he didn't like on my private phone call when I called to report a police officer that abused me in Baytown that led me to go to the emergency room. It's amazing what he did. And he wouldn't even show his face. And the police were mad. And we have angels. We have certain police officers that are special police officers that secretly help us. We got angels who are homeless people that secretly help us. We got certain store workers, and we got a whole network of eyes and ears all over the state of Texas, Virginia, other countries that tell us stuff. We get reports of what really go on to the homeless, what really go on to the oppressed and abused. Me and Papa got a powerful ministry, but it's not only powerful, it's anointed. It's not only anointed, but it's commissioned, validated, and authorized by God. So that's why those wet blankets who say they're Christians that don't have no fruit and they still bragging on fruit from a lady that been dead 20 years ago, who family started that organization in Ashland off of 95. They're supposed to be where no, where's the fruit? There were prophecies given that they supposed to go out and put fires out in the city of Richmond. And look what done happened to the city of Richmond since. And it's amazing how many elderly people no longer support that place. And somehow I know all of them. And they all got stories of bullying and abuse. And it's amazing how my husband's offspring is almost like he under a spell. And my husband don't know. And my husband don't use no phone because he's legally blind and we can't afford an iPhone. And so, and he don't really want a phone because he don't want to talk to nobody but Neil and my mom. That's it. Neil and my mom. My mom is my husband's best friend, and he had a friend named Henry, but there's some stuff going on what they did to Henry. And Henry is supposed to be here in Texas with us. Henry is a widow. Henry has mental health. Henry is the one that introduced and prophesied me and my husband's gonna be together. And I got certain family members that want to come out here to Texas with us, and they scared. They scared because they see how they keep yanking and pulling my husband and confusing my husband. But my husband know mama love him. Last time I saw my husband, I called him a king and he got upset. But I always call him king. But a family member that stole my car, which right now some law enforcement want to help me, but it's up to the Commonwealth's attorney, and the person is a popular figure in the county my mom lives in that county, and their spouse works for the court. And they already told me it's political. It's been over a month for them to decide what to do about a man that illegally signed a title to my car that was donated to me to do for humanitarian efforts. And I had to teach myself how to walk. I have not driven a car since October 2021 because I've had to teach myself to walk over and over again. Yeah, I've conditioned my legs, several conditions. Sometimes they say I need a nurse, but I still go. And how many times have I almost died since I came here to Texas in March 3rd? How many hospitals have I been in? But I keep going, because it's love. It's love for me. It's loving people because I love Christ. It's love for Papa. And it's love for those who ain't nothing gonna stop me from loving. I don't care if I have to crawl. I'm gonna love and help somebody. Because I got this, I got cortisone, I got heart, I got the heart of Christ. And you cannot crucify me and make me stop loving. I'll forgive you when that's oh God, what happens to you. And people are worried, and some people don't want to give funding to help the poor. I'm not asking for anything. I might need to get a lawyer involved. Right now, I can't afford a lawyer, and I might need funding. But all I need is the Lord on my side and for the Holy Spirit to locate Papa, let him know Mama fighting. He's being denied, manipulated, confused. And Papa be throwing little messages to his sister-in-law, trying to tell me something. But I know he's monitored. He's not allowed to use the phone by himself because he can't even dial it. And I took Papa to the clinic to help him get the glasses over there in Richmond, Virginia, off of Chippenham. They got him some binocular like glasses, and he was in a program to help him. And I was getting him in the ticket to work program here because I'm having trouble getting his birth certificate. It's amazing. He wants to work. He wants to volunteer, and I want Papa to do it. Me and Papa want to weld and build furniture together because Papa used to be a carpenter. Papa like model cars. Papa likes living onions. I don't need that. Papa like crawfish. He's eating so much crawfish here. Papa like frog legs. I've even gave him frog legs in an air fryer. Papa likes a lot of stuff, shrimp. Papa likes laughing. He likes that song by Bishop Bullwinkle on a bicycle. Papa likes to listen to music on headphones. He loves Shirley Caesar's music, that song Shouting John, that's his favorite song. He loves the Canton Spirituals. He loves Harvey. It's his dream to meet Harvey from the Canton Spiritual because it's something about the way Harvey sings. It does something to my husband. And my husband said, all he just want to tell Harvey is, I love you. And he loves so much music. Now my husband's into Jill Scott. He listened to Jill Scott's first album and he listened to her live recorded out. He couldn't believe it. He never knew that Jill was like that. He listened to Jill Scott. He listens to so much music. I got him listening to Fela Kuti, Suffering and Smiling. My husband is learning about jazz. He likes Norman Brown, jazz guitarist. He likes Jonathan Butler, stuff he's never heard of. Me and him love Hall and Oates. That's the group we want to go to concert to see, Hall and Oates. My husband teaches me things about certain things about music. I teach him about music. We talk about the arts. We talk about global things. We talk deeply. We are like great friends, husband and wife. But it's all this opposition from demonic forces and anybody that will let them. But the lives that have changed, there's stroke victims we stay with. There's no longer stroke victims because me and Papa ministered to them. It's people we met along the way, we fed, took care of, and their lives have changed. You wouldn't believe how much fruit me and Papa been together. And boy, it's amazing. My godson Fred is so upset in Virginia. Fred is so upset. He loved Papa, and Papa loved our nephew Fred, our godson. And my other godson, if he only knew, people have wanted to do damage to some people for the sake of me and Papa. But we said no, no violence, no hurt, don't hurt nobody. But some people wanting to do damage, and I'm like, no, don't do that. We don't support fighting and killing, and we don't do that. No, we let the Lord handle that. No, but Papa don't know. Papa don't know. There's been some confused messages. Papa is very confused. He's missing medicine. He has an emotional condition. His doctors are worried. The magistrate don't. The magistrate told me that once that religious organization would not let the police do a wellness check, he said, "I bet you that offspring is going to take him off that campground." And sure enough, that's true. It's true. It's true. And I'm getting messages, and his health insurance has expired. My husband doesn't have health insurance. It's terrible. It's terrible. My husband needs me. Papa needs me for his health's sake. Papa needs me to help shore the mandate on his life of ministry. Papa needs me to help spoil him. I have spoiled him. He told my stepfather, I soak it up. He soaks it up because, he don't have to ask him to drink because Tanya serves him. Tanya cooks for him. This is what me and Papa used to do in Lynchburg before we got here to Texas. Papa lay on the couch, sleep. I put a little music on. I go in the kitchen. I'll sing and I'll worship and I'll invent a recipe. And I'll say, Papa, and he said, you got it stinking in here. That's a good term. And he would eat, and I would serve him. I always serve Papa first, and then I eat. And I buy Papa surprises, and I love to buy Papa outfits. He liked those lounge pants at Walmart. That's his favorite. He likes muscle shirts. He likes hats. He's not really into sunglasses and things like that. Papa likes he likes shoes, but there's some other kind of shoes I got him, the sandal, like he loves those. He used to be a socks person. No, Papa likes so much, so many new things Papa liked that Papa never seen or had before. But it's some stuff that's some gumbo, and there's some girls who are from Haiti that's waiting to see Papa. They're gonna give him a surprise homemade gumbo mix. They're from Louisiana and Haiti, and there's so many little children that call Papa Uncle Papa or PapaRo. Um, it's amazing how many people around the world is crying. They're contacting me. We want Papa. They're emailing that religious organization off of 95 in Ashland, Virginia, and they're not responding. My family is calling. My husband's not getting messages. It's amazing. It's amazing what happened when some people here in Texas, when I was hospitalized and social services want to know, social workers want to know about Papa. And it's amazing. It's amazing what was told to them. And they was not allowed. No one has said in Virginia they've heard Papa's voice at all in last time they seen him. Well, we saw a few, no one would directly say. In some kind of religious clause, the police said they never heard of. The magistrate said, I need to physically come there. So I've contacted The abuse people protect you. So my husband's being manipulated, lied to. Why? So eventually, once again, once I get quiet or whatever, they put him back in the shelter. My husband has lived in and out of shelters for over 12 years. He did meet someone once. They flew to Alaska and that person died and he was forced to come back. And he was at that religious organization for 4 years and you wouldn't believe how his health declined. And he was chain smoking. Yeah, and he was missing pills, taking pills backwards. Oh, the rule is no matter how sick you are, what going on, you can't call 911. Yeah, it's amazing how the hospital said, I saved Papa's life. It's amazing how Papa done met friends. We were not able to go to our friends Aisha's wedding, and Papa loved Aisha, but Aisha called and did a sermon for Papa's birthday this year. Yes, so many people love Papa, and it was Papa's idea to do a vow renewal ceremony 1 year after we got married, so that his family could come. Only one person came that I didn't know, and and look what they've done to her. They tried to turn her against me, and they know her Papa says she got mental health issues and she's fighting cancer. And it's amazing. Her grandson just called and prayed for me, and now the family up in New Jersey has manipulated her again. She told me, and she tells, and they use her. And they tell her lies, but nobody would directly call me. But one person who's lost their own child because the lies and the sins of some of the people they hang with who are religious leaders or former government people. It's amazing the truth. It's amazing the truth. But there are some family in New Jersey who's relocated to Roanoke, Virginia, and they have nothing to do with that side of the family. But I thank God for Uncle Clarence and what he told me before he passed. I thank God for my godfather Smokey Flowers before he passed. It's amazing what drug neighborhoods changed because of where PapaRo lived. Drug neighborhoods, crack houses shut down because of what PapaRo did, serving shrimp in crack neighborhoods, deep frying whiting, deep frying trout fish that's very expensive. Papa has done so many humanitarian efforts, and he's known for churches to start praise dancing. Surrey County, Richmond, Virginia, all kind of churches, grown men dance because Papa was a dancer, is a dancer. And not the dance he do at their religious organization that somebody taught him to do. Papa be free in other churches. And so now other churches, grown men dance because of Papa. They call Papa a David. Papa has made such a difference. In the 5 years we've been together, Papa has made such a difference that you can't forget PapaRo. Roland Wright, 59 years old, African American male. He's of the Igbo tribe of Nigeria. PapaRo, Intercessor Roland Wright. He's also called Elder Elect Roland Wright. And he's being manipulated and being controlled. Why? Every time something like this happens, where does he end up? Back in a shelter? Because the whole goal is what I was told by his own offspring. And it's amazing what happened Thanksgiving last year. And it's amazing how they wouldn't even say goodbye to Papa to move. We've been telling them we've been moving for years. It's amazing. And Offspring told me from the gate why they're against it. And it's amazing what Offspring told my husband. My husband let him know that he was dating me. Because Offspring thought I was their age because of the way I look, and Offspring was interested. Yeah, it's amazing. Other things my husband doesn't know that Offspring said their daddy's just a mess up. He gonna mess everything up. You don't know my father. He gonna mess everything up. But those are the words he used. He used worse words. And it's amazing what he said about his own family in New Jersey. It's amazing how there's another brother in North Carolina that was telling the truth, and he's supposed to be trash according to the family. But that's another brother that my husband always prayed for. But when they found out he was talking to me, what? Now we're going to send you some money, and they know he has a drug addiction. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. But I thank God for Uncle Clarence. May he rest in peace from what we shared. I thank God for what my sister-in-law or the brother that was given away. It's amazing. And what her children tell me, except one of them sometimes being manipulated by a family member that's never even met me, who wasn't even allowed to know certain things about their only sibling that helped save that was dying. Yeah, it's a lot of confusion. It's time to set it straight now. Cause Papa really don't want to visit them. He don't want to call them. I force him to, never really force him to. I'm like, come on, Papa, let's call for Christmas. Let's call for whatever. Papa don't want to do it. But they think it's me and going around saying I'm beating Papa. There's nobody on earth that's ever been in a room with me and Papa that ever say I would hit Papa. I would hit him with a kiss. And you should see how me and Papa embraced the day they found that spot on his lung. It's amazing how I cried to Officer Broussard in Baytown and Officer Weitzer and Officer Higgins in Chambers County when Papa went missing. It's amazing how I've been in the hospital and couldn't sleep. You got to find Papa missing. And they found him. And when we saw each other, he was in that bed, and I was in another bed in the hospital, and they wheelchair me to him. You should have seen the nurses when me and Papa laid eyes on, and Papa told me they found a spot on his lung. I need my Papa. I need my husband. I need him to lead me. I need him to be my covering. Because I'm a woman and I need a covering. And I trust Papa to be my husband. I've married him twice. I trust Papa to lead me. Papa got it. And Papa is a king. He's royalty. He's a king. He's a king, and I honor him as a king. But sometimes he rejects it because he's been known by other things and some of his sins and his mistakes or whatever. He just can't forget them because they're gonna make sure he don't. Because don't nobody invest in Papa. As he told Joy, his caseworker, he said, it's Tanya. Tanya. And then Joy just told me, Tanya, you do everything for him. The doctors, even the doctors in Lynchburg, just told me, you do excellent. Every doctor keep telling me you do above and beyond for Papa. And they love it. Everybody loves the way I treat Papa. I love Papa. And the world loves Papa. So please help me get Papa home and back to a place of love so Papa can help change lives in the love of Christ. The Papa got the love for what's right and get that spot off of his lungs and help him breathe right and help his kidneys and help all the other conditions they say Papa got. So we don't have to live at the pharmacy. Liberia is waiting on us. Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, all are waiting on us. Our travel plans got thwarted because of COVID. They waiting on Papa. So Papa need to come back to Mama. And my little cousin is waiting on Papa to help raise him. My little cousin is waiting on Papa to help raise him. Let God be true and every man a liar. And anybody that come against the covenant that God has between me and Papa, Lord help your soul. But enough is enough because people are upset and they're angry. They're angry. And the name of these people that's doing this is religious leaders and religious people. You hear I say, I didn't say kingdom citizen religion, but please help me. I need my Papa. And if you see my husband anywhere, well, they probably won't let him come out because these videos are spreading and they might try to take his Facebook page down because they done took it down more than once illegally. They done things in my phone. They thought it was his phone, was my phone because I give him a video phone. It's amazing the manipulation of lies, but not once to my face. Not once to my face. Everything is done behind my back through whispering. Not once has anybody ever called the police on me and for doing anything to Papa. It's amazing how my neighbors in Lynchburg, Virginia, and it's amazing the Attorney General's mother is my neighbor, and it's amazing. She got a camera outside of her house. It's amazing. It's amazing how Papa has given furniture, sound systems to churches that have been robbed. Papa has given advice to the homeless. Papa has helped people. Young people have asked him, sir, what do you have to say about marriage? Yeah, at the hospital, some of the girls, when they're leaving work, we're outside waiting for a taxi, and they'll say, what do you got to say about marriage? They asking Papa be giving young people advice. Young, old Papa talks to everybody. Papa's a talker. At the Target, everybody calls him Papa. Black, white, they call him Papa. No, he wanted to listen to headphones and eat those little pizza rolls from Pizza Hut at Target in Baytown. That's what he liked to do, sit on the bench because he liked nature, but Papa's afraid to go fishing. And it's my dream to take Papa fishing. It's so much me and Papa want to do together. So please help me. Help me and help Papa so we can help others and we can do what the Lord said because we got love for everybody. We not worried about being disabled because we're able because we got this. So let me see if I can put up a picture of Papa. Let me see if I can do this right now because I'm a little upset. When you love somebody, love it just gets you. It gets you and you just can't leave it. When you love somebody like Papa and you get to know Papa deeply, not through you knew him as a child. Most people only knew Papa as a child 20 years ago, but I know Papa today and who he's become and who he's becoming the fear and admonition of the Lord. I know that Papa. This is Papa. This is Papa You see how healthy he look? He's not underweight. This is Papa in Hopewell, Virginia, when we was in that drug neighborhood where two drug houses shut down. Let me see. Where two drug houses shut down, drug addicts stopped using drugs, drug dealers stopped using prostitutes left. Papa and Papa used to work hard to serve the people. And my godfather loved Papa. Rest in peace, Godfather Smokey Flowers. If you knew this, you would be greatly upset. But let the people of Hopewell know Papa needs help. Guys like the dudes on the street. I hope y'all not on the street no more, but a lot of y'all was saying y'all want to hang with Papa. Papa was throwing fish fries and barbecues in the drug neighborhoods, and he had a live band. Papa had games, preaching, teaching, and people lives changed in that neighborhood. And Papa had so many friends. People instead of doing drugs, they would come through the porch with Papa. Everybody know on Berry Street in Hopewell, on the second floor in that little building apartment at the edge of the street, that man on the top steps, that's Papa. And this is his favorite orange jacket. That's Papa. Everybody know Papa sit up there on Berry Street. Everybody on West Cadbury and Lynchburg know Papa sit on the porch. And we ate all three meals on the porch on our bistro table. Everybody in Baytown know Papa just sit quiet in a little cart at Walmart or sit on a bench at Target and sit quiet with his headphones on. And then when it's time to talk, Papa talk. Papa is a very intimate person. He likes to intimately get close to you before he reveals that he can talk. Papa always said, you learn more by listening than speaking. You learn. That's what Papa said. Papa said he once heard that proverb. And Papa can tell you stories about experiences, and Papa's a great storyteller. And my mama loved Papa, my stepdaddy loved Papa, my family loved Papa. Both of my brothers, both of my brothers love Papa. My oldest and my youngest. My sister-in-law is a doctor, and she danced a little ghetto dance in a flower shop when Papa asked her to be a bridesmaid. All my bridesmaids love Papa. Papa, and it's amazing his godmama mama had it. It's amazing how much she worried. She loved her godson. Mama had it, loved Papa, and Papa loved Mama had it. They danced the father-daughter dance. I just could tell you stories about Papa. Mama loved Papa. Mama need her Papa. Mama need PapaRo back. So please spread the video and help PapaRo. To God be the glory. Forgive me for being so emotional, but when you love somebody like PapaRo and you be in his midst and you see his true heart and his true character and how much he trusted me. But Papa's very confused, and I know he's not taking all of his medicine, so he might not all be there mentally. But I trust the Holy Spirit to give him an experience where he will have a great testimony and come back here a whole new, brand new person and even growing from this situation. May Papa grow and may he increase. And may the souls that's interfering because of the manipulation, may they get delivered and may they do the work of the Lord in their community too. Let God be true and every man a liar. Okay. So you can use the hashtag help Papa Row and spread the message. Contact law enforcement in Ashland, Hanover County, Richmond, Virginia, around the West Broad area. It could be Henrico County jurisdiction. He could be relocated to New Jersey, which he cannot be because of his past threats, from the streets. He could be relocated anywhere at any time. And the magistrate warned me that would happen when a wellness check was denied because the religious director would not reveal my husband's location. And law enforcement was upset. The doctor's office, the community service board, and the magistrate's office was upset. And they said, ain't no point of calling state police in because, what can they do? And I used to work for state police. Yeah. And they're working on trying to get justice for our car. You see all the stuff in our bank accounts been compromised. Hotels have robbed us. It's amazing. We keep pushing all this opposition. We keep pushing. Papa go hard. Papa go hard. Papa go hard to help people. Me and Papa go hard. We are destined to be together because we fight. We gave up everything, our furniture. We gave up everything. Everything we got is in our possession, in our hands, in the carry on. We gave up everything. And we live in a lovely neighborhood in Lynchburg, Virginia, lovely private community. We gave everything up, and I drove 19 hours after I taught myself how to walk again and to use my hands again. And I loaded a U-Haul, unloaded, loaded. Within weeks of learning how to walk, drove 19 hours here. And I've been sick ever since because they said the journey was too much. But we stopped in every state and we ministered in gas stations, people's houses, hotels. Me and Papa won't stop. We're going to get back together. And this confusion and lies and got Papa. And there's some people here that were doing things to Papa, whatever, in the name of why. They wouldn't wanted me to drain my pockets on them to manipulate me or whatever. And I wouldn't let them manipulate nonprofit funds. And it's amazing the last words they said. They're not his friend, but they knew get Papa away from him. It's amazing how women that had praise and worship in a restaurant because they saw me let Papa order his own food and I was coaching him how to swipe his card. And black women and Spanish women were like amazed. Here I am saying, excuse me, I'm sorry for holding the line, but I'm helping my husband be independent. It's amazing what Uber and Lyft drivers say. How I give him a video phone and I order the car with my other phone and let my husband ride places, pick up groceries, go do things, go to restaurants, buy himself, getting him independence because he's a man. I treat him like a man because he's a king. And I honor my husband, and I know God is going to honor me because I honor my husband and I respect my husband. He's a king. It's just filthy and disgusting how some people say they're Christians or whatever in the name of what? When they ain't got nothing but pure hate in their heart, they don't help nobody. And that's the reason why they can't get on their feet. And some of them are old, elderly bullies. And some of them are young with no future. And I try to get their offspring jobs. I could tell you stories of illegal activities going on at some people's job in healthcare right now. But anyway, I just want y'all to help me to get Papa home to Texas so we can do what we got to do to live here and then live in Africa and other places where God is called. Because we both got a global calling. And the vision God gave me, He gave Papa the same vision. It's amazing. We got it written down. Please, I need my Papa. I need my Papa back. I can't. I'm not as good without my other half because it's me, him, and the Lord that are one. So it's like I'm leaning, and the Lord is holding me up, but I need Papa. His name is Roland Wright, Rolland. Wright, we call him PapaRo. We call him Intercessor Roland Wright. We call him Elder Elect Roland Wright. But he's known as PapaRo. PapaRo. And Papa got to be here for the baby come. So Adnan can be happy. Because Adnan calls himself David Timothy Wright. His name is Adnan Gari. He's in Pakistan, but he calls himself David Timothy Wright because he said he's a Wright because PapaRo is his daddy. And his parents agree. And all his brothers and sisters said, well, I want to be a child too. I want to be one too. We got family all over the world. Papa, Papa, it's Papa. Everybody pray PapaRo come back to his rightful place. I don't even know how he got there. Some stuff and some family members contacted somebody and whatever confusion. Anyway, long story short, we just need to pray for Papa. Pray for Papa that Papa get back to where he's supposed to be so he can be who God called him to be because we need him, you need him, I need him. We need his prayers. We need Papa's prayers and intercession. And I thank God for Neil and Darlene and their kids. I just thank God for Neil and Darlene and their kids. Thank you. Bless you. Let's see if I figure out how to turn this off. I'm just so emotional right now. I'm so emotional. I think I know what I'm doing. Okay. Okay.